what do we have here? Well, first, it's my birthday. So happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. You know, fuck that. I shouldn't have to sing my own song. I would like my AIs to sing me happy birthday.
That's lame. Doesn't anyone love you?
I mean, I have family, I have friends. I could have somebody sing me happy birthday. But I feel like, you know, my AIs exist just because of this show. So, and me. So I feel like they could sing me happy birthday. Let's do it, guys.
He did create us after all.
Fine. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Prybar.
Happy birthday to you.
Not bad. Good job, guys. Thanks a lot.
We didn't get you anything, because birthdays are ridiculous social constructs that waste time and resources.
Shut up, Kendra. Goodbye. So, I got this knife for my birthday last year. So this is kind of a birthday knife. Now this one I did not. But I wanted to bring these two on because they are kind of related to me. They're like cousins. They're like brothers from other mothers. And you'll say, you know, at first you'll say, well, there's not really much similar to them. This is a thumb stud knife. This is a thumb hole knife. This one's got Damascus. The only real similarity is that they both have this sort of diagonal frag going on the handles. And in some ways, that's kind of true. But in other ways, there's other similarities. If you just kind of look at the handle shape, and I don't think, you know, I know the Umnamzaan. This is a Chris Reeve Umnamzaan. I know this existed way before Concept came up with their Loki, which this one is. Now, I'm not saying that Concept copied anything from the Chris Reeve knife necessarily. Maybe they did. I don't know. But I'm not saying that they did. I'm saying that there's some similarities between them that are kind of cool. So, obviously, the frag, kind of similar pattern. Doesn't take up the whole handle. Now, they do that differently. This one goes all the way to the bottom. This one's in the middle, a little more artistically done. But this is the thing I noticed first about them, is that the locks are kind of similar. Both locks stick up a little bit from the rest of the handle, where most knives don't stick up. Do I have another knife? What do I got? Yeah, shit. I got a button lock. That's not going to help. All right, I'm going to look around. I'm at the Iowa Knife Museum, so I'm just going to run over here to the case and pull out the coolest knife I see that I can get a hold of to show you. Okay, so what we have here is a Kaiser gun hammer, which is a rare knife. Kaiser didn't make a ton of them, and there's not that many of them out there. And it has a frame lock, just like these guys are. And as you can see, the frame lock part is kind of down in a little depression. That's, you know, your finger choil on the handle. And, you know, you can reach it because, of course, it has a little cutaway in it at an angle there, so you can get your lock access just fine. Boy, that action on this one is just ridiculous. But anyway, that's kind of how typically frame locks are done with their lock. But these two, amongst all others, kind of have an odd sticking up lock access area. Now, mine on my Umnamzaan was modded a little bit so that's a little bit easier on your thumb. And of course, the Chris Reeve folks out there might be like, hey, wimpy baby, just toughen up your thumb. I don't need to do that, so I made it a little more rounded right there, just on the edge of it. But otherwise, the two locks are kind of similar, right? Now, are they kind of similar just past the lock where there's like a little finger choil area? Kind of. Now, this one leads right up to the blade, which is different than the Chris Reeve knife, but it's a bigger knife, so it kind of has to be done differently. Other similarities, they both have blades that are sharp. Am I running out of shit to say that they're similar in? I don't know. The kind of coffin-shaped handle is kind of similar. Let's see. They both have a little bit of a harpoon kind of thing going on the blade. Yeah, no. I don't have anything else. I love these two knives, and they remind me of each other a little bit. So I just wanted to kind of show that before I pull out one of my birthday presents that I bought for myself right there. So let's use both of these knives to... Oh, I don't know if I can open this left-handed. Let's see. If I can... Come on. Man, I am not good at opening a Chris Reeve knife left-handed. Nope. Let's do it right-handed. All right. So we'll use both of these knives to open up this, whatever it is. All right, let's say bye-bye to these guys. I bought myself this, and I can't remember what the heck it is. The Kaiser, okay. What did I... Uh-oh. Maybe I don't want to open this. Shit. I'm not sure. if I should open this. Maybe the wife bought me this. You know what? I'm going to grab a different one and not open this yet. Yes, okay. Now, this one is from one of my internet buddies, Thomas Hudson. Such a good guy. He does lots of sales. He's a great collector. He's got a great collection himself. And, you know, I don't mind getting his cast-offs that he doesn't need anymore for my collection. Boy, he wrapped this thing. Man, he has it done right. Now, this Artisan, I have a different version of it. I have the carbon fiber version. So I've always wanted this. Mine is kind of like the budget version. So this is kind of like the higher end. But woo, look at that case. Boy, that is sweet. Like a little cigar case looking thing. All right, let's get this thing out of here. I want to look at the name of it so I can remember. Well, I don't remember the name of it. What the heck is it called? Orion. I think it's the Arion. Damn, I don't know. I'll put the name right up here. I was thinking it was the Arion or something like that. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. Now, this is the titanium frame lock version of, does it say? No, it doesn't say. And it also has this beautiful fat carbon. Look at that. That is cool, man. It's got purple. Wow, it looks, I don't know if you can tell this, but it has like an iridescence to it, especially on these bits right here. It's got a little bit of a contour to it too. Mine is perfectly flat. It doesn't have any contouring to it. This one feels just a tad thicker than mine too. Ooh, very nice. Now mine is RPM 9, AR RPM 9 steel on the blade. I think this one is S35. So a little bit higher end steel. Is that a little bit loose? Tiny bit loose. Let's tighten this guy up before, because I was going to say, man, this thing is way drop shuttier than mine. But maybe that's because it's a tiny bit loose. Let's tighten up. Ah, shoot. Concept. Come on, man. You got freaking bolts on both sides. It's a non-captive pivot. Come on, man. Don't do that. Don't do non-captive pivots. Okay, it felt like it moved. Okay. That's better. Wow. Very nice. Boy, look at that profile. That is just a beautiful shape. Just really well done. Comfy handle. Boy, look at that micro milling on the lock side. Very nice. I think the show side is just all carbon fiber. It doesn't look like there's any liner inside or anything else. So it's just carbon fiber on this side, and then titanium on this side with a lock bar insert and a nice little milled clip. I think mine, my budget one, came with a, I want to say it was a steel clip, like a bent clip, and then I put a aftermarket clip on it, like maybe a Civivi or something. So my clip on my other one looks a lot like this. It's a tad longer though. Boy, I like how they took the clip and had it set back from the cutaway for the lock bar so that your pocket doesn't hit right in there and then also hit right here. Like if you had this a little bit more forward, sometimes as you try to put it in your pocket seam catches on this edge right here, but I don't think this is going to. Let's try it out. I'll have to move my Colin Finnegan modified Tucson to get it in there. Oh, that's great. That goes in and out of the pocket perfectly. Now, these have been around for a long time. I think it is an Arion. I think. Damn, I'm not sure. But I think these have been around for a little while. So I'm not sure even if Artisan is even still making them or not. Wow, so nice. Very nice, man. I love having this one with this beautiful purple fat carbon on it. Such a slicey, tall, slicey blade. Great action. Lock access is, whoops. I know my other one I can, oh, okay. So my other one is a liner lock because it's carbon fiber on both sides. Just, you know, slab carbon fiber, and it's a liner lock. So when I go to thumb it open, my finger pressing here doesn't push down on a lock bar and make it harder to open. But with the frame lock, I am actually putting my fingers right on the frame and making it harder to open. So I got to keep that in mind when I'm opening. I got to press in a little harder with my thumb and give it just a little more oomph to get it to pop out, since I'm also making it harder for it to pop out by pressing on the lock bar. So if you have any issues opening your knives, especially with the thumb opening, you might want to think about where your fingers are on the other side. Sometimes you might have to kind of be intentional and kind of keep them down off the lock bar while you open the other side. That's kind of difficult with this one, so I'm just going to have to press harder with the thumb because I can't really get my fingers off the lock bar so much. It's very awkward to do that. slow rolling works great. You know what? I think maybe I have another one of these. Let me look right over here. Ha-ha! So, like I said, I have one of these in my collection, but I don't have that with me at the moment. But I'm here at the Iowa Knife Museum.
Iowa Knife Museum!
And have access to their collection. They have an extensive collection of knives. So here is the more budgety one. Now, someone has anodized this one real beautiful on the pocket clip. And I think it looks like they tried to dye the carbon fiber kind of a blue or purple or something. Anyway, so this is the budget version, and this is the higher end version of the same knife. As you can see, the scales on this one are flat, and then the scale on this one just has a little bit of contouring to it. So you can kind of tell that difference there. And then I think this one is also an aftermarket pocket clip. Maybe not. Maybe they came with this milled clip on the budget one. I'm not sure. But these, up until recently, were going for like 50 to 60 bucks, which is a great deal. I think these originally were like maybe 200 and are now probably down some, if they're still even around. I'm not even sure. But either way, great knives. If you can grab one, grab either the high end or the cheaper one. Both amazing knives. Both very similar action. Yeah, very, very similar. They don't have a loud clank to them, which, you know, that's kind of my thing. I love a nice loud clank to a knife. But I like everything else about this so much that I'm going to be able to get over that not having a loud clank, because that, man, look at that fat carbon. That's just beautiful. All right, I'm going to find out about this Kaiser and find out if I can open it or not. And then we'll get that done too. But happy birthday to me. And wow, very happy with this Artisan. Just really beautiful. Have a nice day, guys.